Next one is the latency. The latency defines how long it takes an entire message to completely arrive at the destination from the time the first bit is sent out from the source. What is the meaning of that actually? If you see properly, if this is the source, if this is the source and this is the destination, now I have to transmit one message from here to here. How much time it will take? How much time it will take to transmit this entire message to the destination from source? The time taken is called as latency. One more time. The total time taken to transmit this entire message from source to destination is called as latency. There are actually four components. Actually, latency is made of four components. The first one is called as propagation time, transmission time, queuing time, and processing delay. Okay, now the first task is called as transmission time. What is the meaning of transmission time? Transmission time measures the time between the first bit leaving the sender and the last bit arriving at the receiver. The time required for transmission of a message depends on the size of the message and the bandwidth of the channel. It is measured, transmission time is actually measured by message time divided by bandwidth. Now consider this as an example here. Actually, messages is nothing but a collection of bits. You just imagine this is actually bits here. Okay, message is nothing but a collection of bits. Here, what is the meaning of transmission time actually? Now, how much time it will take if I think this is the delivery bus or delivery truck and this is the load I have to transmit to this location. This is the message I have to transmit here. So what happens? How much time it will take to load? How much time it will to take load one by one into the bus before any transmit here? That is called as transmission time. See how much time it will take to load that one here. That is nothing but transmission time. Here, the amount of time required to load the entire packet into the transmission medium before transmit. That is called as transmission time. Here, transmission time is actually measured by message size and bandwidth. Message size increases, the transmission time also increases. Bandwidth increases, transmission time is decreases. The next one is called as propagation time. What is the meaning of propagation time? If you think you want to transmit a single bit information from source to destination, you want to transmit one single bit, how much time it will take to transfer from here to here? How much time it will take to transmit one bit from this source to destination? That is called as propagation time. Propagation time is actually depending on the distance of the source and destination also, and the propagation speed, how much fast it will transmit. Propagation speed of the electromagnetic signal depends on the medium. Here, most of the times this propagation speed is actually depending on the medium, which type of medium we are using, and on the frequency of the signal. As the frequency is more, the transmission speed is more. Okay, these are the factors you have to remember. Okay, I will explain with some example here. Now I already told what is the meaning of transmission medium, a loading of bits into the wire so that it can be transmitted. Okay, one by one bits are loaded into the wires. Now entire message is loaded into the wire. Now this is called as propagation delay here. Now see, this is called as propagation delay. How much time take from here to here? It has to take some time to transmit from here to here. That's called as propagation. Now the next one is called as queuing. Queuing time. What is the meaning of queuing time? The time needed for each intermediate or end user to hold the message before it can process it. The queuing time is not a fixed factor. It changes with the load imposed on the network. When there is a heavy traffic on the network, the queuing time is increases. Now what happens when we send some message from source to destination? Now there is no a direct line between these two. There are number of different devices called as routers are there. A number of routers are there. This message has to pass from all these routers. Okay, here already this router contains number of already different packages of other computers. So this message has to wait some time here for processing purpose. This message has to wait here for some time to processing. That is called as queuing time. Okay, it has put it in a line or queue for processing. So that is called as queuing time. Okay, I will explain with some example here. Now see, there are number of toll nakas are there here. In between there are number of toll nakas. Now this truck has to wait in a queue until the remaining trucks are processing is over here. Okay, this truck has to wait until the remaining truck is it has completed its job. So it has to wait in a queue during the toll naka. Okay, and what is the meaning of actually the processing delay? Processing delay means in toll naka here, it has to collect some money, they have to give some receipt, like that a process will be done here. In our queuing systems, if you go to our diagram here, in our router, this message has to be processed and it is take some time. In which path it has to send, it is decided by this router. Whenever it collects this message, it has to decide in which path it has to move or send. That has to be done by some processing work here, and that time is actually called as processing delay.